Now to Gaza, and the Pope has stressed the need to protect places of worship in the Palestinian territories and Israel. According to the Vatican, Leo XIV made the demand in a phone call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu a day after a deadly Israeli strike on Gaza's only Catholic church. Funerals for two of the three people killed in the attack were held late Thursday. At least 10 others, including a priest, were wounded in the strike. There's been international condemnation. Israel at first said it, quote, never targets religious sites, but later issued an apology and said it was investigating the incident. For more now, let's go over to our correspondent, Tanya Kramer. Tanya, the highest-ranking Catholic official in Jerusalem has now entered Gaza with a delegation. They say they're there to comfort the victims of Israel's strike on that Catholic enclave. What more do we know about that delegation?
Yeah, I think it's a highly significant visit here. It's a joint visit by the Latin Patriarch, Cardinal Pizzaballa, and the Greek Orthodox Patriarch Theophilus in Gaza. And they have the message, of course, they're paying condolences to the victims of this latest attack on the Holy Family Church, but also, you know, a show of solidarity, not just with the Christian community, but the Palestinian community as a whole, saying that, you know, there needs to be a ceasefire, there needs to be an end to this war. It's quite significant because usually Israel doesn't allow these high dignitaries into Gaza. Now, Cardinal Pizzaballa has been in Gaza during the war, but usually this is really unusual. And this shows also how much pressure there is internationally to allow this, after we also heard Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu saying Israel regrets this incident. But it also shows, you know, if there's a political will, then there is also a way to make this happen. And also what's quite interesting in the statement of the churches, they said they also bring in hundreds of tons of humanitarian aid to the community. We know this is now, there are two main churches still in Gaza. Now this is the Holy Family community, where about 500 people are sheltering since the beginning of the war. But they also made sure to say this is not just for the Christian community, this is for, you know, many more families, as much as they could take in. We are needing to get more details on that. But this is also in line with what we're hearing from the Palestinian Christian community in Gaza. It's a very small community. Before the war, about 1,000 Christians were living in Gaza, but they say, you know, we're part of this community here. We're suffering the same hardships as every Palestinian here, you know, the daily bombardments, the lack of supplies. And just because now there is attention to this church attack, you know, they're also saying this basically needs to stop.
Tanya, thank you very much. That was our Jerusalem correspondent, Tanya Kramer.